All right, you guys, let's jump right back into it, back into the investigation, because I have some incredibly interesting updates for you. Actually, some explosive revelations regarding the Charlie Kirk case. Really compelled by how close she is with her cousin, this Nicole Rothstein, who defends her in the comments currently. And Nicole Rothstein was like, I'm her cousin, she's half Jewish.
And Jewish donors, they have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of decoupling to do.
Take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer.
And on Friday night when he would get home from work, he would turn off his phone and he would shove it in the junk drawer and he would say, Shabbat Shalom.
He would come in, open the junk drawer. Everyone has a junk drawer. Open the junk drawer, said Shabbat Shalom, put it in there, turn the phone off, slam the door.
The deeper you dig into Erica Kirk's past before she met Charlie, the more the truth starts cracking open, and it's wild. Rumors are now swirling that Erica might have links to not one, but two powerful mob families. From her over-the-top reality show behavior to the fake claims about not drinking, not dating, and even lying about how she first met Charlie, it's all looking like one big performance. But here's where things get really messy. Investigative journalist James Lee and a few independent researchers have dropped a bombshell. They say Erica's family history isn't as clean as she's made it out to be. According to them, she's connected to two controversial families, the Rothsteins and the Solomons. And get this, her Rothstein connection slipped out because of her cousin Nicole, who accidentally posted something online. Nicole's been in panic mode ever since, scrubbing her socials like crazy to erase any proof. Now, at first glance, some might say, so what? Maybe she just doesn't talk about that side of her family. But people online aren't buying it anymore. They're starting to piece things together and wondering if Erica's trying to rewrite more than just her image. See, Charlie wasn't afraid to call out certain TPUSA donors before his tragic death. He stood for putting America first. But now that he's gone, fans say Erica's out here trying to clean up history.
Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful.
America is significantly underwriting the Israeli government $4 billion a year. We as American taxpayers deserve answers to this.
Pretending none of that ever happened. Something about this feels off, and people can't stop talking about it. Now everyone's asking the same wild question. Did Erica fake her whole devout Catholic trad wife act while Charlie was still alive? Was that entire sweet church-going image just a costume? And even deeper, did she lie to him about who she really was and where she came from? Because if that's true, then maybe those shocking whispers about her being some kind of foreign asset planted in Charlie's life aren't so far-fetched after all. Here's where things start to connect. Remember that roommate Erika mentioned in a clip where she swore she wasn't dating anyone while living in New York City?
Kirk's backstory has just been exposed as a giant lie. Allegedly.
When I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
Yeah, turns out that roommate is actually her cousin, Nicole Rothstein. Journalist James Lee found the original footage of Erica and Nicole clinking glasses and partying during what looks like a Thanksgiving celebration. At first, it just looks like two girls having fun, but once you realize who Nicole really is, things get a whole lot more complicated. Nicole herself slipped up online. She commented under a post on X where Erica talked about her Shabbat celebrations, and she wrote that as Erica's cousin, who is fully Jewish, half of Erica's family is Jewish while Erica herself is Christian. But she's always celebrated Jewish holidays with their side of the family and deeply respects the religion. That comment blew up instantly. Once social media started piecing it together, Nicole tried to clean it all up. She deleted everything in record time. But journalist James Lee had already archived the posts before they disappeared. And that's when the internet really started buzzing.
She responded by saying, quote, as her cousin, who is fully Jewish, half of her family is Jewish. While she herself is a Christian, she has celebrated many Jewish holidays with our side of the family and highly respects the Jewish religion. You can see the name and handle, Nicole Rothstein.
Now comes the jaw dropper. Nicole's family, the Rothsteins, aren't just any family. They're known in history books as a major name in organized crime. Their legacy traces all the way back to Arnold Rothstein, a top figure in early 20th century American mob history. But unlike the usual violent bosses, Arnold played a different game. He was a master manipulator, running high-stakes gambling and racketeering schemes like a puppet master. And people can't help but wonder, does that cunning streak still run in the family?
Kingpin of the New York Jewish underworld was not a street-tough gangster, but a refined gambler. His name was Arnold Rothstein. He was recognized by many, including Italian and Irish gangsters, as the pioneer big businessman of organized crime in the United States. For 20 years, the name Arnold Rothstein symbolized big-time gambling and big-time money. Residents in the Jewish community greeted him as AR, but his business partners and allies referred to him as Mr. Big or Big A. These titles pleased Rothstein, who prided himself in the fact that he was never indicted for the many crimes in which he was involved.
Prohibition was a major turning point in the Rothstein family's rise to serious power. While everyone else in the underworld was still scrambling to figure out how to profit off the alcohol ban, Arnold Rothstein was already 10 steps ahead. He built an empire out of bootlegging, raking in massive profits while law enforcement could barely keep up. Investigative journalist Jason Lee and other researchers claim that Erica's cousin, Nicole Rothstein, is tied to that same infamous Rothstein family with deep, organized crime roots. That's a heavy legacy to carry. But hold up, it doesn't end with the Rothsteins. Jason Lee's digging also uncovered Erica's second big family link, this time to another influential and controversial name, the Solomons. Erica's Aunt Carla, her dad Kent's sister, married casino mogul Jack D. Solomon in Las Vegas. That's right, Carla Fran Solomon, who now reportedly lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, runs an investment company and keeps a pretty low profile. Jack Solomon, on the other hand, is a major figure in both business and philanthropy. He's the man behind the famous Colorado Bell Casino in Laughlin, helped restore Jerusalem's Zion Gate, served as a trustee for Hebrew University, and even donated big to the Jerusalem Foundation. Talk about influence. And here's the kicker, Erika herself once posted about this connection on Instagram. She shared a photo of herself in Jerusalem standing beside another visitor with the caption, "Meet Darla, a Romanian Jew that now calls Israel her home. She was sitting by my family's dedication sign for restoring the Zion Gate in Jerusalem." That's a bold statement, and people haven't stopped talking about it since. But the Solomon link takes another twist. Reports say that back in 1995, Erica's uncle Jack Solomon sat on the board for the new Center of Jewish Studies at Utah Valley State College, the very same university where Charlie was assassinated. The overlap is shocking, and now everyone's wondering if this is just coincidence, or something far deeper and more tangled than anyone ever realized. According to the official website, the center's mission was to bridge the gap between Jews and Mormons and strengthen ties with Israel. But now people online are saying there's way more to it than that. Social media has gone into full detective mode, with some users claiming this all lines up with the theory that Utah Valley College might actually be what they call a spook school, a secret front for the CIA that allegedly stages fake events and even assassinations using trained actors. Yeah, that's what one viral account on X is saying. Things got even weirder in the weeks right after Charlie's assassination. Multiple staff profiles that reportedly had links to the CIA were suddenly scrubbed from Utah Valley University's official site. One of those names was Rusty Needs, a former CIA officer who also taught at the university's Center for National Security Studies. According to archived pages, his staff bio was live right up until after September 24th. Then poof, it was gone without a trace, but it doesn't stop there. The same online user dug even deeper, claiming that the Center for National Security Studies isn't just another academic department. It's a pipeline for recruiting future intelligence operatives. They say it feeds straight into agencies like the CIA, NSA, and even the FBI. That theory has blown up across forums and X threads, leaving everyone asking, was Charlie's death just a tragic event, or part of something way bigger happening behind closed doors? This theory even ties into that strange footage showing several men dressed exactly like Tyler Robinson sprinting through the scene right after Charlie was shot. People online swear those men weren't random bystanders. They believe it was a decoy squad working undercover for intelligence agencies. The idea sounds wild, but when you start stacking all these pieces together, things start to look a lot less random. Between Utah Valley University's odd links to intelligence groups and Erica's mysterious family background, everyone's asking the same burning question. Could this all really be coincidence? Or are online investigators actually onto something way deeper than anyone expected? Sure, it's all still speculation, but it's speculation that keeps getting harder to ignore. Let's not forget, Erica's been caught bending the truth more than once. She once claimed she hadn't dated for 5 years before meeting Charlie, but then receipts surfaced showing she dated Cabot Phillips back in 2017. Then she swore she didn't drink, but social media dug up plenty of clips proving otherwise. When someone lies about the little things, it really makes you wonder what else they might be covering up. And now it's getting even sketchier. Erica's quietly wiped every old post about her cousin Nicole Rothstein. She doesn't even call her cousin anymore, just roommate. She's also deleted everything tied to the Zion Gate project and her family's links to that country, like she's trying to erase that whole side of her life. Fans are noticing, and they're not buying the silence. Charlie always said his success came from staying real, from authenticity. So why is Erica doing the total opposite? Why go through so much trouble to rewrite her past if she has nothing to hide? Maybe it's nothing, or maybe the cracks in her perfect image are finally starting to show. One thing's for sure, the story isn't over yet. So if you're following this wild saga, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment with what you think is really going on. The more eyes on this, the closer we'll get to the truth.